Now, another really interesting feature of this study put out by Yeager and colleagues was that the interventions were one time and relatively brief, or we could even say extremely brief. Whereas a lot of previous experiments had looked at growth mindset interventions that were on the order of 4 to 6 to 8 tutorials lasting anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour each. Then you measure their stress response at rest. You're looking at their heart rate, their blood pressure. You might have them spit into a little tube and use that saliva to measure cortisol, because that's how you measure cortisol. Then you're going to tell them that they're going to prepare a speech for presentation in front of a small group of actual people. Then they actually have to deliver that speech in front of that audience. During that speech, sometimes the people who are observing it are giving feedback like frowns, crossed arms, etc. Then there's a pop quiz where they get a hard arithmetic test in front of that audience. And when they get answers wrong, they're told they're wrong in front of that audience. This all might seem kind of playful and silly to you, but most people do not experience this as playful and silly. Almost everybody who goes into one of these experiments as a subject feels some level of stress, especially those that don't like public speaking, especially those that don't see themselves as very proficient in arithmetic, or that don't like to work out problems in real time in front of people. You can see how this would be stressful. And all the while, measures of psychological and physiological reactivity are being measured. And what they observe in this experiment and all the other experiments contained within this quite massive paper is that the mere learning about growth mindset and stresses enhancing mindsets allows these students to shift their physiology